Good morning YouTube, it's Dean again from BTN, Back to Nature. This morning I thought I'd take the opportunity to tap some silver birch. It's something that I do every year, and I've been asked by a few people in my local area how to do it and what's the best time of year to do it and how you go about it. So I thought I'd put this video together. Everybody's got their own take on it and you know, how to do it and what to use. So I thought I'll show you some of my kit this morning that I take with me, and I'll set my kit out in front of the tree, and then we'll together we'll tap this silver birch. So alright guys, I'll come back to you in a bit. Okay, I've just arrived at the tree, which I'll show you in a second, guys, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you some of the kit that I've brought out. Basically, we'll start this sign. It's the old Laplander. It's a sheath that somebody's done for me, but a Laplander, again, good saw, bulletproof. A lot of people use them. I'm sure it's not the first time that the YouTube community has seen the old Laplander, but just a few bits in here. It's quite personal, sort of, this bushcraft kit. I've got this one here, which is basically, that's a piece of silver birch or hazel, I think it is, which I've kept. That's for tapping the silver birch, which I'll show you the use of that in a second. But basically, that's to go in the hole for the silver birch, and I hang my canteen on it. But I'll show you that in a second. That goes in there. Here you've got a bearing block that's new and a drill that's new. There's my drill for tapping the tree. Basically, I've kept a little straight piece of timber that goes in there. Obviously you can see how that works. A spoon, a couple of hook knives, and some paracord for doing bow drill. So there's a little bit of the kit. This is just what I've thrown together to come out and tap this, and it'll become more apparent in a second when we start working with it. Okay then guys, just do the hole a little bit further and we should be set. You can see the sap coming out now anyway, so let's take that out. There we go, and yep, she's working lovely. You can see the sap coming along. It's important, I think, to have everything at hand pretty much ready to go. So I think that's a nice snug fit. It's important that it is a snug fit, and you'll see why. You'll see why in a bit. Okay, so what we're looking for now is the sap will build up at the back of the spout, let's call it, and it'll trickle down the run that I've just carved in there. And what we'll do is hang our billy tin on the top. But let's just wait for that to okay, lovely. Yep, this is lovely, I must admit. Absolutely perfect for a spring tonic. Absolutely superb. Yeah, right. I'll show you how to make a stopper now, which is one of the most important things after you've harvested the sap. It's very important that you actually put a stopper in, because you'll be able to come and harvest the sap again next year and the year after. But right. What I'll do is keep this for next year, because it's the same diameter as the drill bit that I have, so this will go in the kit there. What I need to do now is, with a piece of hazel, make it the same diameter and the same depth as the hole itself. So let's have a look. Okay. Let's debark it first, I think. That's what's good about a knife with a 90-degree spine that's not been rounded in any way, is if you're putting into an application, obviously debarking or striking a fire rod, anything like that. Some knives have little sections designed specifically for, you know, striking a rod. But in fairness, I much prefer a knife, a working knife, to be a 90-degree all the way on the spine. So it makes it a lot easier, as you can see. You know, there's no real reason to use the cutting face of the knife, you know, the blade itself. There's no need when all you're doing is debarking it, you know. There's a little bit there, but let's have a look. Okay, once it's debarked, like so, you can then use a stick or something like that to test the depth of the hole itself. So we're looking at that depth. Okay, so we want to be there. Okay, I shall mark it. So I've marked it there. Just literally taper the end nice and gently, nothing too drastic, but just taper the end nice and steady, obviously making sure that any of you is well behind at all times of the cutting face of the implements. Let's have a look at that. Far off, a little bit more. Okay. You can hear those birds in the background. I think it's a robin singing away. I do love the sound of a robin, I must admit. Such a territorial little bird. We're very lucky here in the UK. Some of the bird life that we have, it's a lot of us take it for granted, but it is something quite special. Okay, let's have a look at that. Yep, I think that's going to do. Okay, what we do now is obviously hit this into the tree nice and firm. What I'll do, I'll just cut a piece off first. Let's use the tree as like a vise or something, like that. There we go, and turn it around. Lovely. Okay, that's important whenever you're making a peg. If you're going to hit it with the back of an axe or a hammer, what I always do is just bevel the edge. Take 2 seconds, and I'll explain to you in a second what that's for. But if you just go around it nice and steady, just taking the edge, that's all you need to do. Take the edge off, nice and steady. There you go. As you can see, just using the front of the knife all the way around. Put the knife away. And what you're looking for is it, as you can see there, I'll bring it in front of the camera, you're bubbling it all the way around, and then when you're hitting it with an implement, a steel implement, you hit it on the end, it's very, very unlikely that it'll splinter or break, because you've just tapered it off there. So obviously there's your peg. What we're going to do now is put that into the tree, hammer it home as far as it'll go, and then cut it off nice and neat. So let's have a look. Okay, using the back of the axe, obviously. You can hear it, it doesn't want to go any further. There you go. That's as far as it's going to go, which is obviously the depth. I tested the depth. So now the final thing is, of course, let's have a look. And there you go. There you go. It might seep a little bit, but in fairness, that will stop. That will stop any sort of loss of sap straight away. Like I said, you might get a little bit of seepage, but it'll be absolutely nothing. And you can see, in fairness, I've not done anything that you guys can't. You know, it's a little bit of attention to detail. I've taken the sap, I've looked after the tree. It's taken minutes to actually get a peg nice and neat. You can see it's nice and flush there. And in fairness, this tree, I should be able to harvest this tree again and again and again. It's only things like infection. You know, if you're gonna leave wounds open, you'll be surprised how susceptible these trees are to infection. And obviously, leaving a wound like that on a tree, you're just asking for trouble, really. So just to recap, once you've taken exactly what you need, a little bit of TLC, putting it back to the tree herself, putting it back good as new. Hey, a little bit of hazel and a little bit of work, and away to go. So I hope it's been informative, guys. I do this on an annual basis, but silver birch, as a lot of guys know, silver birch, there's a lot of uses for the birch, let alone the bark itself. You can harvest the bark, but I mean, you can make lovely tea with the young leaves when they start coming through. The tonic is used for a number of things. You know, the sap's used for a number of things. So I mean, it's a great tree. I think in one of the books that I read some time ago, I forget the author, but a book I read some time ago said it's the woodsman's friend, is what he called it in this particular book. The silver birch is the woodsman's friend, because straight away in a bushcraft environment, it offers so much. But okay, guys, thanks very much for staying with me, and I hope it's been informative. Any comments, please feel free to leave comments at the bottom for me, and I'll pick them up and answer them as and when. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye.